Welcome to Calinado. Today, we're counting down our picks for the top 10 best Netflix action movies to watch right now in 2025. If you enjoy this compilation of movies, don't forget to like and subscribe. Stay tuned until the end of the video and share your favorite film with us in the comments. Number 10. KO, 2025. Director, Antoine Blossier.
Ils vont lui faire quitter Marseille.
Personne quitte Marseille.
A former fighter must find the missing son of an opponent he accidentally killed years ago, taking on a brutally violent crime gang in Marseille. Bastien has been living as a recluse since accidentally killing his opponent Enzo 3 years earlier during an MMA fight. Enzo's widow finds him and comes to ask for help. Bastien is her only hope of rescuing Leo, her teenage son who has disappeared in the northern suburbs of Marseille. Bastien then sets out to find him. On his way, he meets Kenza, a young cop ready to do anything to bring down the new kingpins of the Phocéan city. Leo is in grave danger. They must act quickly. Number 9. Last Bullet, 2025. Director, Guillaume Pierret.
Y a pas de plan. Quoi qu'il arrive demain, ça va être sanglant.
Lino, the skilled wizard of mechanics, returns in this electrifying conclusion to the trilogy, determined to exact revenge against Areski and the corrupt commander who destroyed his life and the lives of those he loved. After years of fighting, betrayal, and sacrifice, Lino has honed his skills and is ready to face his enemies in a final battle that will test his wits and limits. With a combination of technical prowess and magic in his arsenal, he delves into a world filled with betrayals and secrets, where the truth will finally come to light. Number 8. Counter-Strike, 2025. Director, Chava Cartas.
Hay que estar preparados para lo que sea.
A brave Mexican army officer, along with his team of special agents, finds themselves involved in a dangerous rescue mission where they manage to free 2 people kidnapped by a drug cartel. However, upon inspecting the site, they find a mass grave with numerous bodies, victims of the violence unleashed by organized crime. What appeared to be a successful rescue quickly turns into a nightmare when the team realizes they have dismantled a clandestine cartel operation. Now, they must not only face drug trafficking forces seeking avenge the loss of their members. Number 7. Bullet Train Explosion, 2025. Director, Shinji Higuchi. This film is a reboot of the original movie, The Bullet Train, from 50 years ago, which inspired the Hollywood blockbuster Speed. A criminal group plants bombs on a Japanese bullet train, demanding a ransom from the government to stop the attack. If the train's speed slows, the bombs will explode, endangering hundreds of lives on board. As the train races out of control, authorities race against time to defuse the explosive and identify the perpetrators. Amid the chaos, a brave driver and a team of experts try to save the passengers before tragedy strikes. Number 6. Advatam, 2025. Director, Rodolphe Lauga.
Quelle tristesse. Je te laisse une dernière chance pour régler tout ça.
Frank Lazareff, an ordinary man, becomes the target of a brutal assassination attempt from which he narrowly escapes. While he tries to recover and move on, his life is further shaken when his wife, Leo, is kidnapped by an enigmatic group of armed men who seem connected to something much larger and more dangerous than Frank can imagine. In his attempt to rescue her, he faces a web of intrigue and secrets linked to his own past, which he had tried to leave behind. Number 5. Exterritorial, 2025. Director, Christian Zubert.
She's just a scared mother.
Former Special Forces soldier Sarah, Jean Gourceau, visits the U.S. consulate in Frankfurt when her son suddenly disappears. But that's not the only problem. It turns out no one seems to remember the little boy ever entering the building. Soon after, Sarah is presented with a fait accompli and asked to leave the consulate. But she realizes that if she leaves now, she probably won't be allowed back inside, as German authorities have no access to the U.S. consulate. To find her son again, she plunges headlong into the consulate's opaque labyrinth and uncovers a web of lies and intrigue that will increasingly become her downfall. Number 4. The Old Guard 2, 2025. Director, Victoria Mahoney.
For centuries, I've watched you fight to protect humanity.
Andy and her team of immortal warriors are back, with a renewed sense of purpose in their mission to protect the world. With Booker still in exile after his betrayal, and Quinn out for revenge after escaping her underwater prison, Andy grapples with her newfound mortality as a mysterious threat emerges that could jeopardize everything she's worked towards for thousands of years. Andy, Niall, Joe, Nikki, and James Copley enlist the help of Tua, an old friend who may provide the key to unlocking the mystery behind immortal existence. Number 3. Havoc, 2025. Director, Gareth Evans.
They were trying to escape. Kill them all.
When a drug deal goes awry and leaves a trail of violence, an experienced detective finds himself drawn into the city's underworld. Walker, Tom Hardy, is a bruised detective fighting his way through the criminal underworld threatening to engulf his entire city. In the aftermath of a drug deal gone wrong, Walker finds himself with a number of factions on his tail: a vengeful crime syndicate, a crooked politician, as well as his fellow cops. When attempting to rescue the politician's estranged son, whose involvement in the drug deal starts to unravel a deep web of corruption and conspiracy, he is forced to confront the demons of his past. Number 2. Back in Action, 2025. Director, Seth Gordon.
Got the killer squad. Hold on! All singing my theme song. Back in business.
Emily and Matt left behind their exciting but dangerous lives as CIA agents to pursue what they value most: building a home and raising their children in a peaceful, safe environment. For years, they've maintained a flawless cover as an ordinary couple. However, their idyllic life crumbles when their identities as retired spies are revealed, threatening not only their peace of mind, but also their family's safety. Forced to return to the world of espionage to protect their loved ones, Emily and Matt must confront old enemies. Number 1. The Electric State, 2025. Director, Anthony Russo.
My brother. I thought I lost him. But he's out there somewhere.
A young adventurer, Michelle, and her robot Skip attempt to travel west to reach the Pacific coast through a futuristic America that has been virtually destroyed by civil war and a strange race of monstrous drones. During this journey, the two friends encounter warships so large they resemble mountains of metal and humans addicted to virtual reality, still connected to their headsets. Set in an alternate 1990s universe, the story blends nostalgia with science fiction. This film is based on the work of the same name by writer and illustrator Simon Stalenhag.